Very, very nice. Looking kind of wild. Wild there. Hello. I'm gonna put it on this. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Let's just keep it up here. So, let's try and think of what video to make. So I woke up mad early. I'm gonna make this coffee, and I decided that I had an idea of what makes someone want to quit. Like quit anything. You know, you can quit a job. Yeah, you can quit working. You can quit an experience. You can quit like a game. You can quit like an experiment that you're doing, right?
But AFALOZ never quits.
Oh, AFALOZ never quits. Let's go. As you heard it right from Maya. But
Welcome to TV.
excuse me. I said Maya. That's not even your actual name.
Yes, that is. Well, my
And-
name is a Maya.
Oh, so what? Why are you saying you just told me not to say it? Now you're saying your actual name. What are you? No. Anyway, I was trying to think of what makes people want to like quit. Maya, why are you doing that? You're trying to do it. You're trying to say it. Maya's trying to say her whole name when we told her it's usually not advisable to say your full name online. But you know, eventually people will just figure out what your name is, and there's really nothing that you can do about it. But once you got to that point, you probably don't really care any longer, right? Like, anyway, what makes people want to quit? And a lot of videos that like you watch on this kind of go on motivation or the sensation of like happiness, but I feel like the lack of motivation doesn't really succeed. You know, it doesn't stop you from doing something, right? The lack of happiness or unhappiness also doesn't really stop you from doing or partaking in whatever it is that you know you could potentially quit from. And I think what really, you know, once I thought about this is the amount of pain or hurt that you're willing to forgive. I think that's where most people tend to see their limit. And you're probably thinking that's oddly close to unhappiness or lacking motivation. That it's, you know, the assumption is that it hurts you and that's why you can't find the motivation to do it. But those things can preclude other things. They don't need to necessarily need you to forgive and or hurt you in a physical or emotional way. So to me, the ability to forgive a certain type of pain or sensation is what really shows, I don't know how to get this right, is to show you where your deficiencies are. Not really deficiency, but where like your limits. It shows you where your limits are and where you would tend to, you know, stop, to cease whatever it is that you're doing. And I think it's hard to find and figure out what that point is, because I think human instincts is really to try as much as we can, you know, to try as hard as possible to forgive certain kinds of pain, because of, you know, what you're used to. You know, you're used to a certain, looking for my milk. You're used to a certain type of way of existing, and you're already feeling this sensation of pain. But then, again, oh no, this one's done. I think condensed milk. I didn't use a coffee creamer anymore, dude. Did I not press this button? Oh my goodness gracious! I didn't press the button to make the coffee. But yeah, I don't really have like a solution or like anything further from that. But I do think that it's good to understand where you would find yourself quitting or stopping, and instead of really blaming it on I'm unhappy here, I lack motivation on this, you really got to understand yourself as a person and understand what is your limit in forgiveness, because you can be unhappy in a situation, but you're willing to forgive the hurt. You're willing to forgive the unhappiness, and you can be, you could lack motivation to do something, but then you can find that motivation again. And you can also get hurt and, forgive that hurt. But there's a certain point where you really need to ask yourself, as you're hurting, even if I stop what I'm doing now and I add that hurt on top of, the hurt that I'm already feeling, would it outweigh what I'm feeling now? Would I be able to forgive myself versus be able to forgive the whatever nebulous thing that that is hurting you? Would you be able to do that? And that is, it might seem to some people, like, oh, that's so that's like a natural state, like, duh, right? Like, duh, of course. But some people, that thought never crosses their mind, where they're just straight up, I'm always going to forgive, no matter how much it like hurts me, or even if like I leave the situation and it doesn't, like, it's gonna hurt more, but I know later on it's gonna, like, be better. Sometimes that just never crosses people's mind, and it's, wanna say something?
Coffee.
Oh.
Milk.
But yeah, that was my thought of the day. So I'm gonna post this. I don't think I'm gonna edit it. I'm just gonna post it. I mean, I'll watch it like one more time, but I'm gonna try to do this not once a day, but as many times as I can, because corporate living is not for me, man. It's not for me. Corporate living, it's not it. It's not it, y'all. Follow AFALOZ. Like and follow.